AI, everyone is understanding the importance of these topics. If we are not going to accept these, if we are going to be reluctant in adaptation of these topics, these type of areas, then we might get redundant as the time passes. So even we were not, like me and the other coordinator from Triple ITTM Kurnool, we were not expecting that this type of response we are going to get. Whole day, like the program was starting from 2 o'clock till 6:15. And there were so many people, there were so many teachers who are on the verge of their retirement. They are like 64 years old. They were attending the program starting from the starting point till the evening time when the program was ending. And this was a 10-day program, continuous. So it was a rigorous program. But the only zeal, the only motivating factor was that we were trying to equip them with those things which are going to come and which are going to haunt them. And if they are not going to become equipped with these things, the future cannot be safe. And if we make ourselves very much well versed with these things, then the future is going to be very bright. This is something which everyone is now understanding, and that's why the footfall in these type of programs are whooping. So let me start the session of today. The session which Advika madam has assigned to me is related to AI and ICT. See, ICT is my domain. I'm a science teacher, as madam has just introduced me. My first PhD is in pure sciences, and then second PhD in science education. So from childhood onwards, I was very much kind of freaked about science. I was like very enthusiastic. Whenever there is this name of science was taken by somebody, I used to be like, okay, what is being talked about, where science is being talked about, and I am not there. So it was like, for me, science is something which is in my blood. But then what happened? In the year 2013, I got this job in NCERT. In NCERT, there is a section which is called as CIET, a constituent of NCERT, CIET, Central Institute of Educational Technology. It happens to be the apex body of educational technology in the country. Whatever projects, whatever schemes, whatever policies in ICT will be percolated in the country, they all emerge from that institution. So when I got my appointment in 2013, that was the month of February, 13th February 2013, I was inducted. And then what we did, the first task which was given to us was to create the first repository of our country. This repository was named as National Repository of Open Educational Resources, and that happens to be the first and the only repository in the country. Repository means a bank or a kind of place which can be considered as an amalgamation of a library and a bank, where whenever you want to have some educational stuff which can be in any of the forms, you can just go there at any point of time and you can get whatever you want to, and that too free and open. So that repository, its name was National Repository of Open Educational Resources. In short, we gave it a nickname of NROER. So that was the first task which was assigned to the new recruits. We were all 15 people. There were like mass recruitment in NCERT, and 15 assistant professors of different subjects were recruited in the same department. On the same day, we all got inducted. The first work which was given to us was the creation of this repository. All these faculty members were from different subjects. My subject is biology, but the subject of science was given to me. So they said that up to 10th standard, science is not bifurcated into biology, chemistry, and physics. So you will be dealing with science, and later on, once the content up to 10th standard will be created, then we can shift to biology. Like we can bifurcate, and then biology, chemistry, and physics will be taken care of, and then you can go for biology. So that was something which was a challenging task. And what exactly was to be done? Just try to understand that the task was to create a repository which should be housing the content which was in at that moment it was not in lakhs, it was in thousands. Around the joint director said that at least 5,000 of the resources, once we will make all these 5,000 resources up on the repository, then only we will be in a position to launch it for the nation. So he gave us the time of 4 months. So I remember those days. That was somehow a kind of time when we were not never ever allowed to see the clock. Like they said, the joint director, he was Professor Rajaram Sharma. He said that don't consider you people as the employees. You are going to mother this particular project, and like mother never sees that this is day or this is night, but if the child is requiring anything, the mother is the one who is going to be approached, and she is available every time. So in the same way, you people have to nurture this repository, and you have to make it in a position that we can devote it to the nation. And 4 months were given to us in the beginning, but it took around 6 months. And in those 6 months, we were working even on Saturdays and Sundays. I remember there was Eid in